Chapter 6 Existence. How's it going, everyone? Dookie Manheimer here, continuing the Emio, the Smiling Man playthrough. So we're at the Morimoto house. We are Ayumi right now. We're going to talk to Megumi, and we should hopefully find out why her and Fukuyama, the teacher, is being real sus. So, let's go ahead. Megumi Morimoto, a good friend of Isuke, has been absent from school since his death. She was at home when the other students learned what happened. That's everything Fukuyama know, and I'm here to see if I can find out more. I'd love to talk to Megumi herself, but that's likely going to prove difficult. I wonder if she's showing up unannounced. I know she said that she's going to talk to the mom. Yes? Hi, I'm Megumi Tachibana. Okay, I called the other day, yeah. Oh, Miss Tachibana, of course, hello. How nice of you to make our acquaintance. I'm surprised to hear from a private detective. There's now a good time. I don't want to inconvenience you. Oh, it's no problem at all. I just hope it can be of some help to you. Thank you so much. Your help is appreciated. Alright, let's ask. How's Megumi doing? Megumi's locked herself in her room and she's refusing to talk to anyone. Oh my god, I swear Megumi's gonna be another victim. Is she feeling okay? She's not sick, she's in shock, depressed. Which is, you know, not surprising after what happened to Isuke. She and Isuke has been close since they were little. They were just like brother and sister. They certainly argued as much as siblings. Every time they argued, she would get so angry, she'd say, "Mom, I can't stand you." Then just as quick, she'd calm down and be her usual self. It was strange, I guess, but they were also just kids. They were so close, Isuke and my baby. I still can't believe what happened. Isuke and Megumi were so close, it's like they were brother and sister more than friends. I don't know much else about Isuke, only what I've seen on the news. I can't bring myself to talk to Isuke's mother. Aw, I'm afraid to talk to her at all. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I only know what I've seen on the news. There's still no clue as to who did it, is there? No, we don't know anything yet. I hope they're found soon. No one can feel safe until that monster's caught. Well, that's why we have detectives, isn't it? Yeah, of course. She's expecting a lot out of me. Yeah, miss. I'll try my best. Yeah? I imagine detectives must talk to a lot of people. Oh yeah, helps to talk to everyone we can. I thought so. Of course, is there anything you don't feel comfortable talking about? Please say so. Sure, no, that's not it. I mean... What? I'm sorry, I never talked to a detective before, I was just curious. Everything I know about detectives I learned from TV shows. I have to hear from Megumi's mom, okay. Can you tell me how Megumi's been on the past few days? Yeah. She was absent from school the day the day his body was found. That checks out. I already knew she wasn't at school. School called about Isuke. I told Megumi right away. She turned pale, she started shaking. She ran and locked herself in her room. I could hear her crying. She's not been herself ever since. Are we sure she's still alive? Locked in her room. She hasn't been back to school since. Really? She doesn't even come out of her room. I leave food for her door, but she either won't eat it or she barely touches it. Okay, so there is some sense of someone messing with it. She's avoiding everyone. Won't talk to me or her father. That's no good. No, it is not. Okay. It's terrible. I was so careful with how I told her about Isuke, but... Okay. Megumi was absent from school since the day Isuke's body was found. It's just as Fukuyama said. But her mom said that she wasn't feeling ill. So why did she stay home that day? Yeah, let's ask. Yeah. So you said Megumi was absent from the school day that Isuke was found. Yeah. Why did she miss that day of class? Was there any reason? A reason to be concerned? A reason to be concerned? Yes. Wait, what? Was there any reason to be concerned about her on that day? A reason to be concerned? A reason to be concerned? Yes. Like what? Let's see. It wasn't just that something was wrong that day. Maybe we've been acting strange the day before too. That's the day before. She seemed depressed, so I asked her what was wrong. She wouldn't say anything. She just went straight to her room. Megumi seemed calmer the next morning, but she never took a bath. She stayed home from school. I thought maybe she had a bad day and that's all. I was sort of relieved, really. And then I got the call from the school. That's sus, Megumi. Do you know what Megumi might have been up to the day before? No, she didn't say anything about it. I never even had a chance to hear about her day. Megumi is a class representative, so it must be causing trouble for her to be gone. I imagine the other students in her room will be helping along with the homeroom teacher. Homeroom teacher? Yeah, Megumi's in my class. She's my class representative. Her homeroom teacher is Mr. Fukuyama, right? Yes, that's correct. He works closely with the students. He's always there for them. Since Megumi's class representative, Mr. Fukuyama depends on her more the most. Those duties would have them working together after school. I see. He once gave Megumi a ride home because it was getting late. He's polite, dependable, young, and students seem to love him. She used to tell me how handsome he was. She said he was like an actor from a TV show. Huh? Huh? I'm sure she's gotten a lot of trouble when I go into school. Ever since what happened to Aisuke, Megumi stopped talking. She used to be such a chatterbox. She used to tell me everything. My husband and I don't know what she's thinking or how to talk to her. At least until today. Oh, until today. What happened? How's Megumi been today? She finally came out of her room for a bit earlier, around lunchtime. Oh? Yeah, she took a shower and came to the kitchen. Asked her if she was hungry. She didn't say anything, just gave me a nod. Made her some lunch, but she just picked at it. Still, I was relieved to see her eat anything at all. But then, she just sat there looking kind of lost and sad. I still think she was doing a great job of making herself get up and move. I wanted to say something, but what am I supposed to say? It was uncomfortable. I didn't know what else to do, so I turned on the TV. There's a show about urban legends on it, I guess you'd say the occult. They said it was a special episode. I was curious, and Megumi didn't seem to mind, so I left it on. She's usually interested in shows like that. Every summer vacation, she'll sit and watch hours and hours of the stuff. And it was the episode about freaking, yeah. They talked about the legend of the Smiling Man. I'd never heard of it. Megumi was very interested. I don't know why, but they suddenly started. Well, I swear it was about Aisuke. And Megumi was watching. Ah, man. That's rough. I tried to turn it off in a hurry, but Megumi... Can you speak to any past incidents involving the Smiling Man? Well, this example would have been from about 20 years ago. Some people say the recent incident in Fuku City may have been the Smiling Man's doing. Or it is the victim, a boy had a paper bag over his head, much like the stories of the Smiling Man. Though remember, it's only an urban legend. It would be in poor taste to continue that thought.
Megumi?
Damn it, she shut herself back into her room. They're talking about a boy in Fuku City. That could only be Aisuke, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that sucks. Life is tragic enough. They don't need to do scary stories to make it worse. Yeah, it was tasteless. I guess that's how urban legends grow, huh? God, that must be awful to just walk into that. She finally came out of her room, but I was too careless. She shut herself in her room again. She doesn't even respond to when I call her. I just don't know what to do anymore. Do you think there's anything you can do for her, detective? I really don't think so. From the sound of it, Megumi will be meeting up with anyone for a while. I don't expect I'd get much if I tried to talk to her. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do for her right now. It might take some time, but I'm certain Megumi will be fine. She's just got a lot that she's trying to process. No, yeah, be patient. Whatever you do, don't blame yourself for how she's feeling. Megumi wouldn't like that. Hopefully we have good news about the investigation soon. Yeah, I'll do my best. Thank you. I'm not gonna call someone in the middle of a conversation, I'm sorry. Thank you. Think. Look, examine. I don't think this is what I want to do. Picture Megumi when she was little. Picture of the family. I can't tell where it was taken. It's hard to see much from here, but they look like a happy family. A nice family photo. By the way, your family photo is lovely. What? Oh, this one? Yeah, you all look so happy. Thank you. We were at an amusement park all that day. Oh. That's just a rumor, but I can see why the boys would fight over her. I feel like now I need to focus on taking care of her until she can smile again like that. Oh. I guess that's about all I can tell you. Hmm? What's up? I'm sorry, I feel like you didn't help much and you came all this way. No, I'm very happy to have made the trip. You've been very helpful. Well, that's good. I'm the one who feels like I haven't been any help to you. No, detective, not at all. You made me feel better about all this. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. She says she's okay, but is she really? I should leave. Ah, really? You want to leave? Ah, don't leave. Worry about her mom's health? Yeah, so do I. Alright, I guess I'll leave then. Pardon me, ma'am. Yeah? I admit I'm worried about Megumi, but I'm also worried about you. If you dwell on these dark things too much, they'll eat you up. It's sweet of you to be worried. What's up? Speaking of worrying, last night, Kohei called Megumi. Who's Kohei? Detective, do you know Kohei? Kohei Takaguchi, the kids at the Benami Daisan? Oh, yeah. He sounded worried about Megumi. I told Megumi he was on the phone, but she didn't pick up. I don't know, maybe that's why she finally came out of her room today. I guess now that I think about it, the only people who called for her were Mr. Fukuyama and Kohei. Aha, it's a good thing I tried to leave! I heard Kohei's name, but I don't know any more than that. But you've heard the name, you really are quite the detective. Thanks. He's another classmate, they've been friends since elementary school. Kohei would go out to play with Megumi and Aisuke all the time. Yeah, because the kids said that Aisuke and Kohei, they were like, kind of like fighting over Megumi, right? I feel like, kind of like they were like both liked her or something. Did Megumi, Aisuke, and Kohei hang out together much recently? Occasionally, but less than they were in elementary school. Has there been any trouble between the three of them? No, nothing like that as far as I know, but they're all at that age where they want to live their own lives. They don't tell their moms everything like they used to, so who knows what they get up to once they're out of sight. That's fair. It's a fair thing to ask. I hope Megumi can feel better soon. Yeah. Anything... Well, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wonder if something happened. I would imagine so. You mustn't overdo it. Okay, let's head out of here then. If you want, you're welcome to come back. Maybe you can speak to Megumi then. Thank you, I'd love to come back. A little upset we didn't even try to talk to her. Felt like we should have. Like, knocked on the door or something. Just been like, hey, I'm here. If you have anything you want to talk about, you know, just reach out. Something like that. I don't know. I'm back. Oh, Yumi, good to see you. Did you get anything from Megumi's mom? Yeah, here's everything I heard. Alright. She told me about the Megumi's state of mind. Her grief at the son loss is understandable, especially given how close she was to Aisuke. Ayumi and I began talking about a question she had after the interview. I wonder what happened to Megumi the day before Aisuke's body was found. Such a strange timing, I mean. So something happened, but by the next morning she was calm and decided to take the day off. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just means that. Whatever happened, it wasn't serious. When the school called about Aisuke, she locked herself in a room. Maybe whatever happened the day before is related to Aisuke. I wonder. Maybe I should talk to Mr. Fukuyama again, see what he thinks. I don't want you to talk to him. He's weird. Though he didn't have any answers before, what should I do? I mean, he's very odd. He also doesn't seem like he wants to talk to anybody about the situation. But as a detective, it's probably worth reaching out to. It's probably worth talking to him again. Yeah, that'd be the right call, wouldn't it? Yeah? But maybe I should just let him gather some more info first. If he figures anything out, I'm sure he'll let me know. He'll invite me back to his favorite cafe. Oh, I didn't want to hear that. Did you find out anything else? Well, Megumi finally poked her head out of her room this morning. Too bad I was just in time to watch that TV show about urban legends. That same one we saw? Yeah. So she heard about them talking about the boy killed in Kafuku City. And anyone who knows about Ice Skate would figure it out. After that, she went back to her room and hasn't come out. Her mom's having a hard time too, but I feel so badly for Megumi. Yeah, she just keeps getting hurt, doesn't she? I really hope she finds a way through it. Oh yeah. Kohei called Megumi and she'd locked herself in her room. Kohei's also friends with Ice-Skate, right? Yeah, but Megumi wouldn't pick up the phone and speak with them. That's also weird. I'm worried about Megumi. Yeah, I get it. It's troubling times. There's a lot to think about, but I'm most curious about what would have upset Megumi the day of Ice-Skate's murder. Maybe it has nothing to do with them. Oh, who could it be? Oh, it's Fukuyama. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, this is Tachibana. What's going on, senpai? What? Yup. Oh, great. What? She's missing. Her mother called the police. Mr. Fukuyama's on his way to speak to her now. We should go too. Jesus. Man, I was thinking she was gone already, but she showed up and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But no, she was probably gone by the time we showed up. She probably wasn't there the whole time. That's why we should have tried to speak with her. Ayumi and I rushed to Megumi's neighborhood. We looked around the area, but Megumi was nowhere to be found and no one had seen her. Where on earth would she have gone? I didn't have any ideas. So I took Ayumi's suggestion and headed to Minami Junior High School. We should go to the murder scene, obviously. Where he was last, I would feel like. Of course, at this time of night, there weren't any students around. Everyone's long gone by this point. Ah, what are you kids doing here? Hey, there's a couple of kids here. Excuse me. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I startled you. I just wanted to ask a few questions. But you're just in time. What do you mean? The kid at cram school who says he's in the same class as Megumi, he said he saw Megumi running in her pajamas. Apparently she wouldn't respond to anyone, but he got the sense that she was headed towards the bus stop. The bus stop? Which one? The one behind the school. It's kind of dark back there. The principal said to never to go there alone at night. The bus stop's near the pump station. There it is, the pump station. Do you think that's where Megumi could be headed? Oh no. Oh, and there's one more thing. Mr. Fukuyama. I just saw him looking really freaked out. He asked if we'd seen Megumi. We told him the same thing we told you. He then ran off in the opposite direction of the bus stop. Mr. Fukuyama got so worried about his students, I'm afraid he can miss what's happening around him. One time he accidentally ran into a rice paddy and fell in the mud. Okay. Yeah, so he might be in trouble tonight. There's a whole lot of rice paddies around here. Okay. I'll keep a lookout for Mr. Fukuyama too. He went out in the opposite direction of the bus stop. Interesting. Alright, be careful on your way home. Right, wait, who are... Amy, let's hurry. She's like, who are you? Why are you with Miss Tachibana here? Oof. Yeah, I mean, look, it's Kuze and Kamihara. And Fukuyama. Oh, that must be Megumi. Okay, she's alright then. Looks like she's okay. I'm relieved that Megumi's safe after all, but she looks pretty upset. She's crying in Fukuyama's arms. She's still in her pajamas like the kid said. She ran away. It was clearly spontaneous. So why'd she come here? Hello, Megumi. The nice pajamas, you get little cherries. Megumi regained her composure by the time we reached the police station. But she still wouldn't say anything to anyone. We're getting nowhere. It's so quiet, everyone's just watching Megumi. She looks really uncomfortable with the attention. Yeah, I bet she does. It's so quiet in here. I don't think she'd speak to me if I did that. Kuze looks pretty frustrated. Let's leave her alone. No, what's up, boy detective? Well, normally that's what you'd say. You're staying quiet right now. Alright, so don't talk to anyone. Yeah, it's so quiet in here. Let's look. She seems restless. Being surrounded by detectives will do that to you, but I think there's something else. Maybe she just doesn't want to talk to the police. Detective Kuze? Would you mind if I tried talking to her? You? Sure, fine. Good evening, Megumi. My name is Matthew. It's nice to meet you. I might not look like it, but I'm a private detective. Huh? Kind of amazing, right? I'm not that much older than you. If you talk to me, you could brag about it at school. Shut up. Look at her. She got a little smile. Aww. I guess that's a no. Kuze. Too bad, boy detective. Damn it. I thought it'd be easier for her to talk to me something closer to her age. Can't get her to talk. So much for that plan. No, don't give up. Think. No more. Wonder what to do now. I don't know. Yumi. What is it? Since Megumi won't say anything, what do you think we should do? How'd you feel about me talking to Megumi? Yeah, go for it. Well, I'm not a cop or a guy. That might help her at ease. What do you think? Yeah, let's see. And you are... I should have introduced myself earlier. I'm Yumi Tachibana of the Atsugi Detective Agency. I think it's a good idea. It might be easier for Megumi to talk to her than us. Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you, Megumi. Just kind of shut down the day Aisuke died. She hadn't even spoken to her mother. The day before Megumi stopped going to school, that is the same day that Aisuke died, something happened to her. But if she wouldn't tell her own mother, why would she tell me, a complete stranger? I don't know. Not now's the time to be making phone calls, I'm sorry. Even though we have a few things in common, there's probably only so much I can get out of her. Megumi, are you okay? Alright, time to ask? Nope, not time to ask. Megumi acts like she doesn't have anything to talk about, but she also seems kind of fidgety and restless. Come on, what are we gonna do here? Speaking of being fidgety... What? No, not her. Look. Speaking of fidgeting, whenever we talk about Megumi, Fukuyama gets a little bit. Actually, he seems different towards her today. He's watching her closely, but with genuine concern. What is it, Tachibana? Is there something on my face? Oh, I see you need my help, huh? Huh? You know this lady, Mr. Fukuyama? Megumi, Mr. Fukuyama was my senpai when we were in middle school. Your senpai? Yeah, Megumi, Tachibana and I went to the same school. She was a few gauge below me. And she's also a very good detective. She's working on Aisuke's case. I know Tachibana. She will catch the culprit, I assure you. I will! So you see, you can just tell Tachibana everything you know. You understand, Megumi? So, Megumi? I heard so much about you from your mom. And I know you're suffering right now. I don't want to pretend like I know everything, but I know that you've been through a lot, and that what you're going through is scary, painful, and difficult. It's hard to process it alone. Guess I'm wondering if you feel like you've done all you can do by yourself. Your family, the detectives, and Mr. Fukuyama, they're all here because they want to help you. That's why I'm here too. Detective. You don't have to do this all on your own. We're all here to help you so you don't have to go through any more hard times alone. That's all we want. I'd be happy if you could talk to me. Megumi, you can take it slow, it's okay. I loved him, I really loved him. Oh my god, I knew it. I like how the music stopped and everything. Just like, oh, you loved Isuke. No, Mr. Fukuyama, god damn it. Me and Kamihara are like, what? No, I mean, this isn't. What? What is happening? Mr. Fukuyama, he's such a good teacher, always so kind, dependable, and cool. That's why I fell in love with him. And that's also why the day before, that's why I had Mr. Fukuyama beat me at... I finally... Oh, and he rejected her, and then she shut herself in. Oh, dang. Okay, alright, I get it now. Like, how do you have access to the roof? Everyone has access to the roof in Japan in schools. Jesus. I like you, Mr. Fukuyama. I mean, I love you. Will you go out with me? Jesus. You're in middle school. No. Junior high school. Megumi, no, hold on. You can't just suddenly... Don't you like me too, or do you hate me? No, it's... it's... Oh, God. Megumi, words like love and like have different meanings at different times. And love, it's always a big word. And like is, well, answer my question, okay? Megumi, you're just in love with love. It's really common at your age. What do you mean I'm in love with the idea of love? You'll understand one day when you've grown up. Don't treat me like a child. No, I'm not treating you like a child, am I? Stop it, enough. Megumi, I didn't know what to do. I ran into school and I... Oh, dang, that's Isuke? Were you listening? No, not really. Okay. Wait! You're up there. You're up here with a teacher? I can't believe it. I knew you were listening. Yeah, I heard you. Not like I wanted to hear something like that, believe me. What's your problem? You're the worst. Worse than you? This is none of your business. Huh? How is it none of my business? I don't care. Well, shit, what the hell is your problem? You know what? I'm gonna tell everyone what I heard. Everyone. That's a promise. Oh, yeah? Tell everybody if you want. People just love eavesdropping gossip, don't they? You're so gross. Oh, I bet you're not worried because you're about to go to a better school. Huh? Even if everyone here thinks you're a creep, it won't matter if you're done when you're done with the school. I'm sad that you saw me like that and that you heard all those things he said. I'm so ashamed I want to die. Megumi? I didn't know about any of that. I'm sorry. Ayumi, I'll take it from here. Ayumi's like, please, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is a lot. Megumi? I could say anything to Isuke, and I ended up saying the worst things I could think of. I realized that Isuke liked me. Instead of... Aisuke was so sweet and kind to me. I'm sorry, Aisuke, I'm sorry. And then those are just the last words he probably ever heard from you anyways. That's sad. That's sad. Just that guilt of knowing that's how it ended off. It's been really hard, I know. She's really showing her sweet side. It's easy to see how she empathizes with Megumi. Of everyone, Detective Kuze is probably the one who can help Megumi the most. Yeah, because she went through exactly that. She knows the kind of pain that Megumi's going through right now. Thank you, ma'am. You feeling a little better? Yeah, a little. So that must be why you stayed home from school that day. Yeah, I thought I should apologize to Aisuke, but then it turned out I never can. My mom answered the phone and she told me. She said Aisuke was dead. When I heard that Aisuke died, I worried that he'd killed himself. I thought it was because of us. I thought it was because I said horrible things to him. I thought Aisuke died because of me. I thought I didn't want to see anyone. I couldn't even eat anymore. I felt like I was gonna die too. Whoops, wrong one. Aisuke took what I said. It's been a few days, and last night Aisuke was in my dreams. He said, "You're not acting like yourself." And I woke up, I thought, I'm hurting Aisuke now too. And that's what brought you out of your room? Then when the TV was on, I just found out that Aisuke didn't commit suicide. He was killed by the Smiling Man. What? I thought maybe I'd done something even worse. I was so scared I couldn't take it anymore. Something even worse? What do you mean? I'd done something even worse. Nope, nope, nope. Up here. I'm sure Aisuke was killed by the Smiling Man. What makes you think he was killed by the Smiling Man? And what is this about even worse? I bet Aisuke was over there, all by himself crying. I said so many bad things to Aisuke, made him feel sad. And the Smiling Man showed up and killed him. I did a terrible thing. I like urban legend and stuff, so I know about the Smiling Man. That's why I'm worried. The souls of people killed by the Smiling Man can't go to heaven. They can't? No. If I don't do something, Aisuke won't make it to heaven. So I have to recite the spell. There's a spell? Can you tell me more about this spell? When someone dies, everyone they're close to is really sad, right? If one of those people recites a spell at the murder scene, the Smiling Man will appear. Well, I know that spell. The Smiling Man will come, Aisuke will be able to get into heaven, and the spell will keep me safe. That's why I had to go there. It's quite a spell, yeah. So you went to the pumping station. Is that what that was all about? Megumi, I see. Where they found Aisuke. I was going to wait there for the Smiling Man and practice the spell, but I forgot the words. It was dark and scary and cold. I tried so hard to remember the words for Aisuke, but I just couldn't remember them. I started thinking about how I was so pathetic. And I started thinking about Aisuke. I was so sad and lonely I started crying. Then... Oh, he showed up. You serious? What do you mean? I feel like that's something we should 100% know about really, really quickly. I was so scared. I couldn't remember the spell, so I just screamed. Jesus. I practiced the spell, but I screwed up. Aisuke can't go to heaven because of me. I'm sorry, Aisuke, I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I heard her scream just as we arrived. I ran towards her, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. It was just her and Mr. Fukuyama at the scene. However, there's a small spot at the back of the station where someone might have been able to squeeze through, so as to whoever she saw might have gone that way. Kami, bring me the item, please. Understood. What item? Is it a paper bag? Was he wearing a paper bag like this? Yeah, he had the same face drawn on his. This is different from what I've seen in the books or on TV, but it's this. This was the face. That seals it. We can't ignore the connection to the murders. Does this mean the smiling man's actually real? Oh, 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 oh. We're getting juicy in here. Oh. Jesus, I can't believe it. Going through all this and then just like, oh yeah, the smiling man was there right before you got there. Like, what do you mean? It's getting late. Great work today, Ayumi. Right back at ya. A lot of surprises today, huh? Yeah, I still can't believe the smiling man really showed up in front of Megumi. Who is he and why did he come to her? Well, because she was alone, crying. Let's wrap up today's investigation. Let's charge the phone. Oh. No, I want to charge it. Let me charge it! Alright, review. Finally figured out why Megumi was absent the day Aisuke was found. Because she confessed her love. Yeah, Aisuke saw Megumi confessing her love to Mr. Fukuyama, and he heard Mr. Fukuyama explain that he didn't feel the same way. Then Aisuke called her out on her behavior. She was so frustrated and embarrassed that she took it out on Aisuke. Aisuke must have been stunned. He seemed to have liked Megumi as more than a friend. That's why she thought that she was the reason he died. She thought maybe he killed himself. She locked herself in her room, and since the day he was found, and convinced until the day that he had killed himself because of her. Today, though, something changed her mind, and that was what she saw on the talk show. Yeah. The show featured the urban legend of the Smiling Man. They talked about Aisuke's case without getting very specific. That's why Megumi thought Aisuke was killed by the Smiling Man, right? After watching the show, she went to the crime scene looking to meet the Smiling Man. What she wanted to do there was recite a spell. Yeah, she thought she needed to recite the spell so Aisuke could get to heaven. She was so convinced the story was true that she couldn't stay home any longer. Then at the crime scene, the Smiling Man appeared. I can't imagine who it could have been. But it seems likely it's someone involved in Aisuke's murder because... Show the keyword, that was the correct answer. What do you, huh? What keyword do you want from me? But it seems likely it's someone involved in Aisuke's murder because... Because what, of the paper bag? I don't think that has anything to do with it. Both had the same face drawn on it. No, I was on the right track. I just picked the wrong thing. Both had the same face drawn on them, not seen in the reports on the urban legend. Just the record, let's recap what we've learned. Good idea. On the day Aisuke's body was found, Megumi missed school. She was upset because Aisuke had overheard her confessing her feelings to Fukuyama. Thank you. That's right. Now, since Megumi wasn't at school that day, she learned about Aisuke's death from her mom. Yep, the school contacted her mother and she was the one to break it to Megumi. When her mother told her what happened, Megumi assumed that Aisuke's death was... Oh, we have to write it? Oh, that's crazy. No wonder this is an M rating. We have to write it down ourselves. Oh, God. Are you okay with this? I mean, I guess. Dee-dong! It's understandable to think that, given what happened the day before. Dear God. Megumi locked herself in her room and wouldn't talk to anyone. But this morning she finally came around. She decided to try and be more positive after Aisuke appeared in her dream and encouraged her. And from what Megumi saw on TV explaining about the urban legends, she began to think about that. She began to think that Sasaki was killed by the Smiling Man. That's right. Megumi knew about the urban legend of the Smiling Man. She tried to recite a spell that she believed would let Aisuke get to heaven. She went alone to where his body was found and waited for him. Right in front of her, the Smiling Man appeared. I have a feeling it might be Fukuyama. I don't know, baby, I don't know. No, it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Because he said whenever Kamihara got there, it was already Mr. Fukuyama and Megumi there. And he was running in the opposite direction of the bus stop when they told him that Megumi was heading that way. But he went the opposite direction, so he could circle around the back, put on his getup. And then whenever he heard the cops coming, he went around back, put the paper bag on, then came and was like, Megumi! But it couldn't have been him 18 years ago. No way. So I don't know. Aisuke was found wearing a paper bag over his head, the same kind as victims from 18 years ago. Tonight, someone wearing a bag with the same smiling face was spotted where Aisuke was found. And the face on both bags was different from the ones commonly associated with the urban legend. Does that mean that the person Megumi saw tonight might have been the same killer from 18 years ago? There's no way to know at this stage. Two separate cases 18 years apart. They must be connected, but how? Well, this case is getting more and more complicated. Let's do our best to solve it. Of course. That's everything for now. Are you still going to visit the police station tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to ask Inspector Kamada about the person of interest who disappeared 18 years ago. What are your plans for tomorrow? I'm going to go check in on Megumi. Hope she's been able to calm down a bit. If you get to see her, tell her I said hello. And thanks to her for doing the best to talk to us. Alright, we'll do. Say, I wonder when Mr. Utsugi will be back. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a hot minute other than a random phone call or two. He disappears like this all the time. You're being real sus, Mr. Utsugi. Chapter 7. Urumo Village. That'll be it. I'll splice that into the next intro, obviously, so I can have my intense intro. But thank you so much for watching. That was Chapter 6. I thought it was going to be like a 15-minute chapter, but then all this happened. So yeah, we've got a lot on our plate here now. All right, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.